in Detroit when you guys were touring after Midnight Marauders. A tape ended up getting in your hands, and you listened to it on the tour bus, something like that. It sounded like something out of like a movie, like this kid comes up and turns out to be maybe the greatest ever. Is that sort of how it played out?
Yeah, I mean, Amp Fiddler, shouts out to Amp, was somebody who mentored Jay musically out there in Detroit, and he was playing with Funkadelic. We were on Lollapalooza tour with them in '94. And we was on tour, you know, I was hanging with Amp, he's like, yo, man, you gotta meet my man. Like, he's a big fan, he goes, you gotta, I'm on, when we get to Detroit. And he kept saying, yo, watch, when we get to Detroit. So we get there, and this kid comes on the bus with these glasses and his hat and his smile, like he didn't say, you know, Jay was quiet for the most part. And just big smile. He's like, yo, man, what did you check this out, man, you know, and he gave it to me, and I remember being with Plug 2, because we had like off shows off of Lollapalooza, and we were touring, doing double dates with Dilla. So I was like listening to it by myself. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it was just crazy.
Any shit that we know, was there anything that we know?
Boom, 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 boom. I don't think y'all heard that one. It was like one of their first joints they did.
What song?
Me and you. Yo, that shit was crazy.
So was it slum?
So it was slum.
Oh, it was a slum record. Okay.
So I was listening to it like, wow. So then I was like, we did a show. I was like, yo, tour buses is out there. I was like, yo, Dave, let's Plug 2. I was like, come in. So he came on the bus. I was like, listen to this shit, man. And I played it for him. He was like, yo, what the fuck is that? I was like, yo, these kids is crazy. Yo, them beats is crazy. So as it goes on, you know, I heard the beats just really struck me. Like, and I was like, yo, this kid got something with him. So then I remember just introducing him to people. I remember being at Electric Lady at a D'Angelo session, and Quest was there, Amir was there, and I remember playing it for them in the studio. You remember that?
No, you.
And he was in
me. I was long distance in Germany myself.
No, I think he was in the studio because I remember.
Y'all played for me on the phone. I was in Germany.
I think he was in the studio though.
My bill was $800.
I don't know. It could have been, well, okay, if you say so, but I remember being in that studio.
I didn't have $800 back then.
So I remember playing that, and D, you know, D'Angelo had this thing where if he likes some shit, I need your hand, your right hand. Just, you can sit down, just stick it out.
Sorry, I don't want to.
So, Amir, you can attest to this. So D'Angelo has this thing, if he's in agreement with you, or he likes something, or you say something and he's, you know, it's like, yo, does that hurt? He grips your fucking hand like this. So I'm playing this shit, and he's like, yo, man, yo. And my hand, I'm like, the floor with my hand, thanks to JD, like my hand is like fucked up. So I remember, you know, just trying to spread him to everybody, and of course, I was working with Mobb Deep, and I was trying to get them. So I would be calling Jay and letting him know little reports. I'm trying to do. And he was very, like, initially very understated, didn't really say too much. You know what I mean?